the safety protocols and numbers to call in case of emergencies. Be wary of electrical appliances. They may make our lives easier, but they can be dangerous when they become faulty. Ensure a professional repairs or helps with the installation of home appliances. Do not make illegal power connections. Exercise caution when cooking. As you prepare your food, please stay close by. Resist the urge to take a nap or do other things whilst cooking. Also, ensure flammable substances are not close to your burner. Do not store fuel or diesel at home. Many fires have started because of petroleum products being stored in the homes of many Nigerians. Get a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher will go a long way to either reduce the spread or stop a fire if caught early. Keep fire-causing tools and items safe in storage. And finally, regular training, reminders, and updates to both family and staff members will keep individuals alert to safety protocols. Know the emergency numbers to call.
Different ideologies
and different perspectives.
Share your views on The Sunny Side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the sunny side of life where all the conversations happen. This is your number one talk news and sports radio station here in Port Harcourt. I am Gabriella. Welcome to 92.3 Nigeria Info. We're going to start our conversations today with how corruption affects businesses in Nigeria. I was having a conversation with someone this morning, and it was so clear that we have become so accustomed to corruption in different phases, in different sectors and in different manifestations. Many times when you hear the word corruption, you're thinking the government, you're thinking public funds, you're thinking crime such as killings, kidnappings, or any other form of corruption. But corruption in itself embodies so much more, even down to the nitty-gritty of our daily lives as individuals that make up the country. And in that conversation, it became so clear that we have become so accustomed to the idea and the concept of corruption as part of our daily lives. And funny enough, it's one of the most serious and dangerous social threats, and it directly affects us. It affects our stability, affects our security, our democratic, political, economic, and even our social system. And the consequences of it, therefore, lead to a decline in everything. You're talking moral values, you're talking loss of confidence in public institutions, in the government, you're talking threatening the proper functioning of the market economy and, democratic institutions. And it deepens the social inequality. I'll fight it for a very long time. Let's talk about the violation of the principle of equal opportunity. Because again, with corruption, you get to jump rope a lot. Think about when you want to get that contract. You need to, quote and unquote, sort a few people. You say, I need to get this contract. Let me buy drink, We've created such camouflage for bribery and corruption. Let me go and buy drink for the SA or the PA to whoever. And then you sort these few people out. When you eventually get the contract, you need to sort again to say, thank you all for this contract that I got. Let's even take it away from contracts. You want to start up a business, or you're trying to restock, and then you go buy goods, knowing fully well that these goods I am purchasing are of lesser quality than I present them to my potential customer. But you tell your supplier, please give me, your supplier tells you, this one is 10 naira, this other one is 15 naira, this one is not the original, this one is the original. You say, please give me the one of 10 naira. You buy the one of 10 naira, you come sell at the price of 15 naira, you tell your customer, this is the original. It's corruption. We have become so accustomed, especially with doing business in Nigeria, to the idea of corruption. Be it overpricing, be it, selling under quality goods or services. We have grown to adopt corruption as smart thinking. You're sharp. You have business acumen. Meanwhile, all of these are just false representations of corruption. So the big question on this hour is, do you think that corruption is a necessity for businesses to succeed in the country? Would you say that without being corrupt, you cannot progress? Your business cannot flourish as much as you want? I mean, I could give you a million examples in every sector. You find people who do other things to make money for their business and come tell you, oh, it's the grace of God, you need to work hard. And you find people who are legitimately working hard, I beg your pardon, and they're not seeing that kind of money. And you find a lot of people diving neck deep into depression. And then you tag it, oh, you're not being sharp, you're not smart. If you want to do this business, you have to be smart. You have to defraud people here, you have to defraud people there. Paint a picture as though it is when you know it's not. Think about right now, we live in a very digital and technology-driven society and economy across the world. Digital products and services now sell at a faster rate than any other thing sells right now. So you see people who are conducting master classes, see people who are selling digital products, you're seeing people who are selling all sorts of services via the internet space. And they tell you, if you buy this whatever product it is for $1, you're gonna make $100,000 in 1 month. And you see people diving, jumping to such opportunities. Or some people come tell you, if you see this bottle of cream, if you buy this bottle of cream, we've seen so many of them. Not to negate the fact that there are people who are in that line of business who are legitimate and sincere. But why is it that these other ones who are somewhat fraudulent always sell faster and succeed better than the legitimate ones? Does that mean that one has to be corrupt to succeed? That the business has to cut corners to succeed? What is the reward for diligence in business in Nigeria? So many questions, but I would like to open the phone lines now so you can join the conversation. I would like to hear from you, on what your thoughts are on the matter. Has corruption become a necessity for businesses to succeed in Nigeria? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009 on WhatsApp at 0809-030-6416. We're also on Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. We've got Gideon on the line. Gideon is calling from Rumokuta. Good afternoon, Gideon. Hello, Gideon.
Hello? Yeah.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yeah, you asked the question whether corruption is... Yeah, in Nigeria, corruption is more like the system. It's the actual system. And any other thing you just say is just the official one to cover it up. And then you also ask another question whether being diligent or something around diligence. The truth is that in Nigeria, when you are diligent, you hardly get to anything because diligence takes time, something that takes time. And Nigerians like fast. They like doing smarter than everybody else, that kind of thing. So Nigerians don't like going through deep process. They like fast. For example, in schools now, you go to school every year. They are writing the exam. Some people are taking their time to read. Some people they know they are not going to read. And they know what they are going to do to get that grade that they want. It's just that mentality of let's be smarter than everybody else. Let's be fast. So diligence is not even valued in the Nigerian society in any way at all. That's not corruption, is the actual system. So whatever you don't mention, that's just the official cover-up. But the real system is what we call corruption.
All right, Gideon, thank you very much for your thoughts. Chimbrama from Choba, good afternoon. Oh, I lost Chimbrama's call. Please call back. Good afternoon, Herbert.
Hello?
Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm happy for this your program. Yeah, I'm calling from Mobile.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm into aluminum work. Yes. So there's something I discovered in this our business. You know, if you don't tell customer, if you are plain and tell them the truth, they take it for granted. They take it for a fool. I don't know where you are headed in this country. They don't even support we handwork. Not everybody likes telling lies. But if you don't tell lies, you can't even get money from what you are doing. That's the problem we are having in this country. You know, it's a real concern. I don't know.
Thank you very much, Herbert. You raised a very important point there. I'll react to that shortly. Chimbrama is back on the line. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Gabby.
Good afternoon.
You know what? There's something David said in the book of Psalms. My foot nearly slipped when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So that's why the Bible says you don't envy sinners. You don't know their source of wealth. You understand what I'm saying? So it's in every sector. Corruption is in every sector in Nigeria. Businessmen, everything. You see people lying in the hospital. Nobody to attend to them. People have no they have no money to give to doctors. To choke in their hand, Let me tell you what happened. I bought blocks from a block industry. The man, after dropping these blocks in my site, and I left, the man went to my site and took these blocks and sold these blocks to somebody else.
Wow.
Without my consent. And he refused to tell me until I came back to use the blocks and I couldn't see the blocks. I started making inquiries and I was told that he came and took the blocks away, sold it to somebody else. He started telling me, I forgot to tell you. He's like, is it not corruption? It's in the DNA of all businessmen. But I say all. The majority, the majority carries the day. That's why I say all. I believe it's not all. So.
Oh, goodness. Chimrama, thank you very much for calling regardless. You can call back if you'd like. Now, back to what Herbert from Oyibo mentioned. While Chimrama was speaking, I was going to ask him when he was done speaking anyway. Do you think we as people encourage for corruption to thrive in business? Because Herbert raised a very important point. He said that many people don't like when you tell them the truth. And he's not the first person I'm hearing say this. There are people who say, look, in business, if you tell people the truth, they take it for granted and they even cheat you, so your customer ends up cheating you. Interesting, isn't it? But when you lie to them, when you create what you know they want to hear, and present your goods in a way you know that they like, whether it be true or not, then you'll make money in business. So does that mean we have grown to encourage corruption in business? We do not appreciate transparency or sincerity. Would you agree with that line of thought? Hamilton is calling from Iwofe. Good afternoon, Hamilton.
Yes. Gabriella, let me tell you one thing. My name is Hamilton. I'm calling from Iwofe.
Go ahead.
The so-called elites that we respect are even supporting fraud in this country. Today I checked my messages. I see people I am looking forward to are advertising, campaigning for us to go into Forex trade. What are they trading? Who gave them the license? Is it CDN telling you that invest 100,000, you get 200,000? And the government are there looking at it, supporting it. Former senators, I didn't need to mention names. Even your station.
Before you go ahead, how do you know that these senators, like you say, supporting it?
No, I will mention. Can I mention?
Don't mention. I'm just asking how you know.
This morning, in Facebook, he was advertising. Kanayo, in the film actor, advertising. They don't remember. I looked at it. When I talked to the person, telling him, look, you invest 200,000, you get 400,000. You invest 500,000, you have VIP, you have 1 million. Why would they make money? Is it magic? I called them and I told them, this is Ponzi scheme. Nobody on set will give you 100,000 in less than 5 days for you to get 5,000 naira as profit. We should stop it. We should discourage this. It will not help us. What will our youth learn from us? I have a son. What would I get for him? The legacy I will tell him. It's wrong. We should not be supporting this. How can a dollar is equivalent of 500 naira? 1977, if I'm not mistaken, $1 was higher than $1 was higher than dollar. Nigeria currency was equivalent to pounds. Where are we today? We should stop this. It's not the best for us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Hamilton, for your thoughts. Lukeman is calling from Adama. Good afternoon, Lukeman.
Good afternoon.
You're calling from Adama.
Yes, Adama Jala.
Oh, great. Good to have you on the show. Go ahead.
Yes, my thought is not that I am very, very proud of Nigeria Info. I am the sounds of Nigeria Info anywhere I am. I'm listening to your program, so I want to thank you people so that you people keep the program rolling. I'm still listening right now. Yeah, in Adama State.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. Got a mic from Precom. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, got a mic.
Yes, good afternoon, my sister Gabriella. You see, what is happening to us is as a result of ripple effect, consequence of ripple effect. You don't throw a pebble inside river and you don't expect ripples. And nobody knows to what extent this ripple will grow. When the head is rotten, every other place is bad. Gabriella, I heard you talk of traders that are selling quality goods that are not okay. Now, what about soldiers and policemen on a road check, collecting money and stuffing in their pockets? Is that not corruption? What of a judiciary that's not doing their job? Is that not corruption? Eh? What of INEC and the way they behave? Is that not corruption? When it starts from the head and it comes down, everything will be terrible.
Oh, goodness. Got it, Mike. Please call back if you would like. Thank you regardless for sharing. Like I did mention at the start of the show, it has eaten, neck deep into literally every sector that we have in Nigeria. And that is why, this is even a conversation in the first place. Well, let's take some comments on Facebook. Remember, we're streaming live on there. You can watch us as you drop your comments at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Edward Okajile on Facebook says, good afternoon. In Nigeria, corruption is seen as a way and means of survival, not only in business, but in every area of human endeavor. We see nothing wrong in corruption. We view it as smartness in most cases. All right, I'll get back to the comments shortly. Well, let's speak to Mrs. Zion. Good afternoon, Mrs. Zion.
Good afternoon, Gabby.
Good afternoon.
The Nigeria factor has deficiencies from the late 80s. Normally, in every economy or countries you see people are upright doing their business. There's what they call business study, being studied from their elementary school. But here in Nigeria, do we still have that subject called business studies? This is a part of the world where we believe that going into business is to make a gain. But they were not told or taught on how to make a gain. Average businessman, entrepreneur, mention it in Nigeria. The only way they make gain is through dubious means. Either overpricing or substandard materials.
Does that mean it's impossible to make gain legitimately?
They were not taught on how to make gains legitimately. Let me give you one secret. What is going on in Dubai? In Dubai economy, a particular period, I think it comes twice a year, they call sale off. Sale off. You see that period, people gather money from all parts of the world. They flock into Dubai and start buying goods. Sale off 30%, 20%, some 50%. How many Nigerian economy, how many times have you heard in all you know there is a sale of Gari that we are selling for 1,000 naira, it's now 800 naira. Have you heard that? So now when you buy that good in Dubai for maybe $200 for sale off, you come into Nigeria, the original price.
Are you there? Oh dear, lost Mr. Zion's call. Good afternoon, Daniel.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Daniel from Gabriella Mama.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Gabriella, my sister. The corruption in our life, in the life of Nigerians, is beyond human control. Unless God will come and help us. Because those who told Nigeria they came to fight corruption spent 186 billion for children whom teachers don't know where they live, for home school feeding. Is it not corruption of the highest order? It is here in Nigeria that you have fight, you have pursued a criminal. You got what the criminal has stolen, and you stole it back. Which Magu, the former EFCC chairman, it was there on every, it is there in every paper, and it's there in your station, was removed from office, and he says he paid 4 billion to Vice President of Nigeria.
So the question, Daniel, now I'd like that you answer is, how do you think we can get rid of corruption in every facet of our nation?
The only thing we can do first.
All right, Daniel, let's speak to DB. DB's calling from Yenagua. Good afternoon, DB.
It's not BB, it's BB.
Oh, BB. Apologies, BB.
Yes. Talk not to Delhi.
Right back at you.
Yes. The problem with us in Nigeria is we are not just doing business. We are exploiting people. We believe when we exploit people more, then we'll make more money. That is why you have a trader who buy a good for 1,000 naira and want to sell it for 2,000 naira. Something happened in Direction some months back. A filling station was selling gas in a very low price at a very low rate. Do you know that all the other gas stations ganged up against the station to go and close it down? They asked them to increase their price or else they use the state apparatus against them. And these persons who ganged up against this league were some of them were former farm players, some of them were former House of Assembly members. Can you imagine? A person who had been there said he represented the people is now asking somebody to increase his price against the people. Once the people refused, they decided to go with police to go and close down the filling station. And the people protested. Until that's the only station that is selling gas at the lowest price in Nigeria. That's to tell you that most of these people, they are not there because they really want to render services, because they want to rid the people of their money. So they can go any means just to make sure they get money from you. They don't care whether the goods they are selling is original or not. All they want to get is the money. That is why you hear that today. People will mix anything. You see Masasuma mix gari with mix egusi with gari just because you want to make more gain. That is why you go to a filling station. The attendant there is ready to sell you 7 liters for 10 liters at the price of 10 liters. Just because they want to make extra money for themselves. The truth is we are not sincere to ourselves. The way we do business here is just to fill the corruption. Thank you, and
So before you go, Bibi, what do you think we can do to change this narrative? Oh dear. All right, let's take some comments. We're out of time. We've got to wrap the conversation up right now. But we've got some comments on Facebook. Henry Davis says, from the findings and results, it will never, haven't, and cannot. Being sincere in business will even attract more businesses. Nigeria, as a case study, tells you how corruption can kill any business. Douglas George says the answer is obvious. No is the answer. Quite sad. Final comments. Okay, we've got more time to take more comments. Steve Smith says, that's how the system has sadly been designed over the years. However, business takes all forms of discourse of sectors in the economy. Therefore, there's little or no honesty in all forms in the country. Averagely, everyone is one way or the other corrupt. Benjamin Chugo, still on Facebook, says, good afternoon, Gabby. Corruption itself is a norm in Nigeria. You must be corrupt to succeed here. Even Nigeria has its own share of this. Oh my goodness. Well, he gives an example of Nigeria Info. It says, for instance, this station has many lines for the listener to call in, but a special line for females. What happens to the males? And this is the station that advocates for gender equality. That is a little way of being corrupt. Quite funny, Benjamin Achugo. Well, here's the thing. For instance, we have 4 call lines and we dedicate 1 line to the females. That is to encourage the females to call in. Many a time you find that the men call in all the time, and in a bid to encourage the ladies to join in on the conversation, we dedicate 1 line to the ladies. You have 3 lines. So when you ask what about the men, I wonder what other gender calls the other 3 lines, if not the male folk. You know, that's a very interesting example you gave. God's Power All Power says, sadly, the answer is 80%. Goodness. Final comment on Facebook. Chidek says, corruption is a way of life in Nigeria. Corruption is also the life wire of every business because 90% of business men and women tell lies. Let's take some comments on WhatsApp. Good afternoon, Gabriella. That's from Ugona, from Owerri. He says, any country that is minimally corrupt, watch them. The leaders are upright to a reasonable extent. Once the leaders start being upright, it will trickle down to the masses. A few days ago, I bought something for 1,900 naira in the morning. I went back to buy the same thing in the afternoon because it wasn't enough, only for the man to tell me it had added money and is now 2,400 naira. Meanwhile, he didn't go to the market to restock. That's a very interesting thing. So you find that people who do business, who maybe import hairs or shoes or clothing, the minute a dollar rate spikes up, for instance, they also inflate your prices. And you begin to wonder, did you go restock? Isn't it the old stock you have? Why effecting the new rates on old stock? That is corruption. It's just quite interesting. So many things we need to talk about and so many things that need to change. But like Ugona from Aware, my final comment, by the way, did mention, just maybe if we have leaders who can inspire us by their actions and inactions to be more upright and transparent, just maybe it will trickle down to the masses. Who knows? 1 o'clock happens in 2 minutes. The news updates right after the conversations on the show. Don't go away.